And I believe that some research was done into what other counties have done, and it obviously varies. It depends on what process they were using beforehand and everything else. But 45 days is the legal minimum. There are a number that have selected or extended to 60 days, and then some on to 90. But 60 days seem to be a time frame that a number of counties homed in on, and that would be the 15-day extension. It's certainly within your purview to decide that you want to extend the overall time frames and move it forward. It's our sense, given the just the input that we've been getting, et cetera, that people are writing written comments, and that a little bit more time would assist in allowing that to occur. And then you also heard that people can still submit written comments afterwards. What they would miss out on, if you will, is having those comments formally responded to and bound, if you will, in the final document itself. But it would not alter the fact that those comments would be received and read and would kind of be worked through the process.
So the extension beyond the 15 days would change the schedule. Would that also change the contract and the amount of money expended for the update?
At a certain point it would. The 15 days wouldn't, but to the extent that it wouldn't change the time frames, because I've learned. So we just build the time period, but at a certain point, if it results in additional work being done, then yes, it would change the contract.
Supervisor Kovacs, comment?
Yes, Ms. Glassie, you and I have talked several times about this, and I understand your concern. I understand that it's important to maintain timelines and to be consistent. I appreciate that. There's a little bit of a sense here that maybe so much of this concern is coming from Anderson Valley, but we've talked about that as well. But it's a serious set of concerns. I think that we have also heard from other people who are not, just in this small group we have here. Several people have spoken up saying they want an extension, of people from 3rd District, the 2nd District, and the 1st District. But the concern I have here is that there are things in the document that we should not say, well, you can make comment at a later time. It's almost as if you get a kind of a second-class shot at it. If you haven't met the timeline, you can get your information in, but it won't find its way into the real record that stands out there. So I would suggest here that 15 days probably not going to make a whole lot of difference. I would say here, and I would think it would be up to the county in terms of what we've heard just here today, and what I don't know, we might hear little or no support here in the next couple of hours. But on the basis of what's been heard here today, I think that it's up to the county to explain that exactly what the consequences would be. And I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I think if we were not to extend it, having heard the public input at the public input meeting, that people need more time. I get paid to read this document, and I still have a lot of things that I have questions about. I'm sitting up here thinking of this table 6.0. I'm going to get a personal consultation on that, because I don't think it says what people say it says, okay? And I'm used to reading tables. I'm used to writing tables. But the reality here is that 15 days would be a SOP. I would think 30 days would be very useful to people, and I would recommend here to the supervisor we go 30 days, unless the county can say it's going to cost us a whole lot more, or we will not be able to do things in April of next year that we should have done in March of next year. And so if there are issues of that order, I would like to have those kind of dealt with. But you knew this was coming from me, so I know you're not entirely shocked at my suggestion here. but I would suggest we go to 30 days. I think the public would find that valuable. And I don't think we will hurt very badly having waited so many years, not months, not days, to get a good document out of this. And as you can hear, people do have concerns about a number of these things, and we're only starting this part of the project. So people should be given a shot to really master the document and give us hell where we deserve it, and give us praise where we deserve it as well.
Yeah, I would, if I could just say, we're certainly looking to produce a document that is truly useful to the board as well as serves the public's needs. And what I could do is after the dinner break, I can certainly tell you what the impact on the timeframes would be. I'll consult with staff and get back to you. It doesn't mean you have to put off your decision. I'm just saying I could let you know what the impacts of that might be. And just to keep in mind, the other thing we're doing is we're balancing several different projects here. We've got kind of the general plan and the Ukiah Valley area plan, and we're trying to keep them kind of on and off at different times so that we don't have too much excitement going on.
Supervisor Pinch's comment?
Well, first of all, I thought the reason we're having this conversation for the dinner breaks is to let the audience know if we're going to have, it's real